Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just taking a quick look here at PEPE, seeing what's going on here. We got some interesting charts. Of course, we have that previous bullish pennant. Now we're seeing a double bottom here. I get the question: are we going to see a drop any lower than this? Well, the short answer is yes. It could very well happen. Long answer, we'll find out. All right. So again, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below. Welcome back to our community members. Of course, we got a lot of members here that came over from PEPE. Really happy to help work with you. We got a Discord, Telegram, and Twitter if you're curious about what that means. Also, be sure to check out our newest exchange, Bitunix. You get a phenomenal benefit for utilizing the exchange and basically just deposit rewards with my link. So if you use my link down below, you'll be eligible for future trading competitions. The reason why we use them, though, is that it's KYC and VPN is not required, and a lot of our US members, Canadian members, got hit kind of hard with that. So just like to make sure to help you guys out. All right, so on the daily time frame, let's look at this here really quick. We are almost bearish, and what I mean by that is we're still over 50 on the RSI, but the money flow index is lower. That's typically not a great sign. Basically implies a lot of money is coming out of this coin here. So that does tell us that the price action is due for a potential correction to the downside because of that. We do also see, of course, that we have been diverging for roughly 5 days straight. So there's no doubt that this can only last for so long. If we take a look at TD sequential here, we can see we're at a 5. We've got 5 days of continuation. Anything longer than that, usually you typically see a 9 and the price turns itself around. So we hypothetically have 4 more days of continuation just to be prepared for that. Moving averages, we're below the 20-day SMA. Not fantastic. We lost our ascending trend, as we can kind of see here. We are now on a descending trend, so we can kind of draw a little line down here for the moment, kind of see what that looks like on smaller time frames. But generally speaking, we have this shift in momentum, okay, that has officially occurred. We're not below 50 yet on the R side, but I'm still not sold on this being a bouncing point. Just because it's low doesn't mean you buy the dip. There's other reasons to buy a dip, okay? So we'll talk about that. All right, so taking a quick look here at the 4-hour time frame. This is a transitionary time frame, letting us know that we're below 50 on the R side, right at about 40. Money flow index is low too, so the best time to buy situations like that is when the money flow index comes below 30. You see here previously when the money flow index came below 30, price was doing this right here, inevitably continued to increase. I don't like to, actually, I want to rephrase that. It didn't inevitably increase, but for the most part, when you have money flow index coming so low, it's very typical for the price action to recover for a short while. Okay, you typically see like dead cat bounces, or just in general, it's the beginning of a rally. Okay, so truth is, MFI being low isn't a true indicator, but we need to see the MFI being lower now in order for me to want to consider buying. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but enough money hasn't been sold yet. Basically means that there's still profits to be taken here, and the price may have not bottomed out yet. RSI is looking kind of bearish. Same thing with the MACD here as well. We're kind of losing that downtrend momentum, but it still doesn't mean that we're going to see a reversal. The key takeaway here is we're below 3 of the most important moving averages. While we are above the 200-day SMA right now, that's averaging itself out about 100, 105 range. We're still not down yet, right? So to me personally, I think at this point we're seeing a situation where we could very well see further downside. We have fulfilled our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern for Elliott Wave, which does imply we have 2 lower lows and a lower high. If this is the lowest high, which seems pretty indicative considering we crossed this most recent low, we still have somewhat of a correction down as low as these points here. So we could see 95 down to 75 as a rough estimate for the pullback for this coin. Last but not least, let's take a quick look at the hourly, just kind of quickly confirm our Ichimoku cloud and kind of see where we're at here. This is a confirming factor that I utilize for entry, and usually when we see the lagging span intersecting with the price action, it's not really a good consideration to take a short. So even though we are establishing lower lows, this isn't like definitively telling us the price is going to continue lower, but we are below the cloud and the conversion line is kind of within the baseline. So when we see this kind of situation, it's really just one of those indecisive moments where you want to be better off not taking a trade. Okay? If I were to err on the side of caution, I'd wait to take a long, even though the price could very well bounce. The likelihood is lower that it will, and the probability is higher that it won't. Okay? And we have a slightly larger probability the price is going to continue lower. So we want to see how the price performs with this trend line. If the price comes up, the trend line continues lower, then maybe 102 would be a better consideration for entry. Okay, I prefer to get in right here somewhere at lower price points. So I'm going to go ahead and add an alert if that triggers, then I'll consider a long. but I will reevaluate before I jump in. Okay, so me personally, I'm leaning a little bit more towards waiting and being patient. Try to remember this as a good rule of thumb. Good traders look for reasons not to take a trade versus over trading. Okay, again, over trading is a bad thing. You want to be careful with how many trades you take, and if you wait for confirmation and you feel comfortable with it, you can let it ride. You can walk away knowing it's going to do what it's supposed to do. It doesn't always work out that way. We hit our stop losses sometimes, but for the most part, we trigger a lot more profit than loss. Okay, these are some of our avalanche scalps here from earlier today. Some nice little profits there. Recently, too, we took some nice profit from Near Protocol, 60% in 3 days. Audio, 1 month. Again, 1 month. I'll be happy to wait. Oh, actually, no, 2 months. 2 months for 147%. That's okay. I'll do that. All right. So again, a lot of cool trades. Sometimes we hit bigger profit targets quicker. 13 hours, 56% from Solana. But again, those are just patient trades. That's what I'm really regarding here. They're using low leverage and low position size, 5 to 10x leverage tops. And we're making sure that we're not wrecking our portfolio by getting too super greedy. Okay, so just be careful who you follow out there. There's a lot of folks that are bragging about how many 1,000% gain when they might have used $5 to trade, or perhaps they used a lot and got lucky. You don't get consistent gains if you use that much leverage. That's all I can say. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. I hope you learned something here today. Please comment below. Please like the video if you could help us grow the community, and jumping over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you want to kind of get to know our traders and stay abreast on anything and everything cryptocurrency. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.